Last season, after all 7 rounds, we finished second in the New South Wales Off-Road Championship for Pro Buggies. We've decided to pull the car apart and get it ready for next season. Instead of running the turbo motor, we'll run a V8 Lexus motor for next year. We had some problems with the turbo last year. The last round at Colo, we had to put a new turbo on it before we raced it for that event. The turbo turned up on the Thursday night. We bolted it in and went to Colo on the Friday. I've never really been happy with the turbo lag in the engine, and we were looking for something that had a lot stronger torque. The Lexus V8 will have a lot more torque. Yeah, while we're changing the engine, we're actually lengthened the back end of the frame 4 inches to allow a little bit longer space for the V8 to fit in. We're changing the front seat mounts to put new seats in it that are a bit more comfortable for next year. And we're changing the front end and painting the whole frame and changing the colour for next year. Majority of the work's being done in-house here at our workshop. We have a tube bender, we have a tube notcher, we have a lathe, milling machine, flat bar bender. We have all the machinery here to be able to do most of the work in-house. We were running 2 coilover shocks down in here, and this time we're going to run a bigger coil on this one and run a shocker only on this side here. This is a VW Combi bell housing. The engine's been adapted to take a Volkswagen Combi box that will fit on there like that. Starter motor runs here. And we now have to have the engine and the gearbox match up here. And we have to have an aluminium adapter to make up the 40mm gap so that they all bolt together and slide onto the engine. This shaft here will be 40mm longer so that it matches a VW spline. What we've done here is shifted the shocker tower back 1 inch, and what it's done is allowed the shocker to come up central to the top trailing arm. Because we've got a bit of caster, when we first built the front suspension, the shocker was actually too close on this side. It was missing, but I just didn't like it, so we've shifted it back 25mm to allow it to come up through the centre properly. Because the new seat is coming, will be similar to this seat, we'll actually be sitting a little bit further forward. I'll need to shift the pedals. We've got this much space in here to actually move it forward comfortably without interfering with anything. The car's actually registered with the Australian Off-Road Championship, of which if you purchase a number for the Off-Road Championship, that number stays with you at all events. We looked at several numbers. Leona's date of birth was 66, so we thought that was pretty cool.